I thought we had strict orders not to come in here.
But I'm tired of eating fruit from all those other trees. It's time for a change. Besides, you never take me anywhere.
Sorry, dear.
May I help you?
Well,
You see, we'd like to try something different. What is the specialty of the house?
The specialty of the house? I'm so glad you asked. The specialty of the house is forbidden McFruit.
Gee, honey, I don't know whether we should.
You let me do the talking. As you can see, my handsome but somewhat stupid husband is afraid to try the forbidden McFruit because we were told that even touching the forbidden McFruit would be a big mistake.
Who told you that? My competition?
Yes?
Just as I suspected. Well, let me tell you something. If you try my forbidden McFruit, you will be as smart as my competition. That's why he criticized my cuisine.
Did I hear you correctly? If we try your forbidden McFruit, we will be as smart as your competition, even my bone-headed husband. We'll try the forbidden McFruit.
Very good, ma'am.
I guess better get some napkins.
You bonehead!
Enjoy.
Dig in, Adam.
Whatever you say, dear. Gee, I feel smarter already.
Thank God.
You called?
Uh-oh.
But sir, she made me eat the forbidden McFruit. I didn't want to. She made me. She made me.
Young lady, what do you have to say for yourself?
That snake in the grass tricked us.
Stand before me and prepare to receive your punishment.
But sir, I have fallen and I can't get up.
Please allow me to introduce myself. I am a man of wealth and taste. I've been around for a long, long time. I can lay your soul to waste. The skit you are about to see show misbehaving folks. The sins of men have long inspired their share of songs and jokes. The Ten Commandments begin by saying, "No other gods before me." Idolatry happens anyway. You fickle humans floor me.
"15 years ago, the world lost a musical giant. In addition to selling millions of records and selling out countless concerts, he earned the title the King of Rock and Roll. This immortal legend disappeared in 1977, going underground, so to speak, but he never lost his worshiping fans. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, the king has returned. Elvis is back.
No graven images shall you make, unless that's what you need. Engravers down in Washington print images of greed. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce to you the Donald Trump Glee Club.
You can give them to the birds and bees. I need money. What I want, that's what I want. What I want, that's what I want. That's what I want. That's what I want. Your love gives me such a thrill, but your love don't pay my bills. I need money. That's what I want. That's what I want. Money don't get everything, it's true. But what it don't get, I can't use. I need money. That's what I want. 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 Money. What I want. I need money. What I want. I need money.
Remember the Sabbath, keep it holy, and wear your Sunday best. You fall asleep by sermon's end. It is a day of rest.
Going to church today.
Me neither.
No.
That preacher's so boring, I could puke.
And our Sunday school teacher is so old, I bet she knew Moses personally.
I know. Let's play hooky.
Yeah.
Well, what could we do instead?
My daddy plays golf when he plays hooky.
I don't know how to play golf.
Let's cruise town and look for cute boys.
We could go hang gliding.
I'm afraid of heights. We could go to a Two Live Crew concert.
No way! way. They talk dirty.
And my mommy says I shouldn't hear language like that till after I get married.
Well, maybe we can do some drugs.
Ew, yeah, drugs are icky.
Just say no.
Look, here comes the preacher, his wife, and our Sunday school teacher.
Good morning, ladies. Don't you look nice today?
Thank you, sir.
You are going to church, aren't you?
Yes, ma'am. We wouldn't want to miss church. Sunday school.
Aren't you sweet?
The kids think mom and dad are dumb. I've taught them what's correct. The children boss their folks around and pay them disrespect.
Do children still honor their father and mothers? Of course not. Today on Donnie Hill, we'll find out why. My panel of guests consists of 3 of the worst role models the cartoon world has to offer. First, from the comic strip Peanuts, here's Mr. Wishy-Washy himself, Charlie Brown. And next, a young man who is always accompanied by his pet tiger, Hobbs, here's Calvin. And finally, the boy who has made the folks at Fox Network very happy, here's Mr. Bart Simpson. Bart, how does it feel like to be imitated by thousands of brats all over the world?
Cool, dude.
Charlie Brown, what bothers you most about the older generation?
I hate the way that grown-ups talk. They always sound like trombones. Good grief.
Go ahead, caller. Is there a caller there? Calvin, none of you are quite normal. Why is that?
Well, Phil, all 3 of us are upset with the world for one simple reason. We all have problem hair.
Problem hair has made you a problem adult? You've got to be kidding.
Hey, don't have a cow, Phil. I'd rather be a problem child than a problem adult.
Responsibility. Who wants to show up at work until you're 93? Ooh, not me. Now everybody says you're running wild.
Your teacher's calling you a problem child.
Just a kid now, but soon you'll be a king of hearts. That girl next door might turn into a work of art. Some people say to put that boy on trial.
He's guilty 'cause he's just a juvenile. problem child, yeah. Make us crazy, you make us smile. Someday you'll grow up, boy, and you'll change your style.
First you'll be married with kids after a while.
And one of them might wanna be a.
Who wants to grow up? Who wants responsibility? Who wants to show up at work until you're 93? Ooh, not me. Now everybody says you're running wild.
Your teacher's calling you a problem child.
You misuse God each time you swear. That fact is very plain. But there are many other ways to take his name in vain.
Greetings in the name of the Lord, brothers and sisters. And welcome to the hour of power. And power is the theme of my sermon here today. We get these here words from the good book. The Lord gives power to the faint. Now, I reckon many of you out there ain't ever been in a television studio before, and I'm here to tell you personal like that these hot studio lights could easily make one take a fainting spell. And I'm sure all my viewers out there wouldn't want to see me faint. And I'm sure you're wondering just what you can do to help the faint, namely me. Go down to the bank and withdraw all your money. Put all those savings in an envelope and send them to the hour of power, so that I may glorify the Lord by purchasing a big, powerful limousine. The Lord gives power steering, power windows, and power brakes to the faint. The Lord gives horsepower to the faint. But the Lord and I need your help. With your help, I'll always have the power.
You steal and rob, rip off and swipe, and shoplift whatever's left. A sin by any other name is simply known as theft.
Tell me something, mate. Who are the leanest, meanest, most obscenest pirates who ever sailed the seven seas? We are! Well, I don't know about you, but I can't wait to board ship, hit the high seas, and plunder some unsuspecting vessels. Yeah! I'm not sure which I enjoy more, the raping or the pillaging.
That's right. And the sooner we return to the briny blue, the sooner we can rape and pillage.
I can feel there's pieces of meat already.
I've had my taste of the lily-livered, law-abiding landlubber's life. It's a pirate's life for me.
The oceans belong to us. Nothing can stop this bunch of buccaneers from butchering anyone who gets in our way.
Young man, what do you think you're doing?
Oh, Ma, I'm just having some fun with the guys.
That means you think you're coming home with me.
Come on!
Your missiles, bombs, and other weapons give me quite a thrill. One thing about the human race, there's always time to kill.
The night was black and the moon was yellow,
And the leaves came tumbling down.
I was standing on the corner when I heard my bulldog bark. He was barking at the two men who were gambling in the dark. It was Stagger Lee and Billy, two men who gambled late. Stagger Lee threw a 7 and he swore that he threw 8. Stagger Lee told Billy, I can't let you go with that. You have won all my money and my brand new Stetson hat. Stagger Lee went home and he got his 44. He said, I'm going to the barroom just to pay that I owe. Stagger Lee went to the barroom and he stood across the barroom door. He said, now nobody move, and he pulled his 44. Stagger Lee cried, Billy, oh, please don't you take my life. I've got 3 little children and a very sickly wife. Stagger Lee shot Billy, oh, he shot that poor boy so bad, till the bullet came through Billy and it broke the bartender's glass.
Who needs the truth when fraud's more fun? You fib without batting an eye. Dishonesty is this boy's policy. When in doubt, just lie.
Welcome back to the exciting conclusion of the Miss Pathological Liar beauty pageant. We have narrowed the field down to 5 finalists, and we will now move on to the all-important interview competition. The object for our finalists is to tell the biggest lie possible. Our judges will then determine which finalist has created the most outrageous falsehood, and she will be crowned Miss Pathological Liar 1992. Would contestant number 1 please come forward? Now, contestant number 1, don't be nervous.
I'm not nervous.
You're off to a good start, contestant number 1. Here's your question. What advice would you give to a teenage girl who wants to go out with a guy who's too shy to make the first move?
The first thing she should do is to stop bathing. Nothing turns a young man's head faster than a nasty case of body odor. Having several facial tattoos would let him know she is special. Lastly, she should call him about 3 in the morning and burp loudly. He'll be like putty in her hands.
Thank you, contestant number 1. Contestant number 2, would you come out, please? Contestant number 2, if you could change anything about yourself, what would it be?
There are several things I like to change about myself. I wish that my skin was like one of those Shar-Pei puppies. Instead of my present nose, I've always wanted an elephant's trunk. And oh yes, acne. Lots of bright red oozing acne.
Thank you for that very dishonest and disgusting answer. Contestant number 3, it's your turn. Would you tell us about your career goals?
I'd love to. I plan to devote myself to the field of science. I want to become a human guinea pig for laboratory research, which is usually done with animals. I dream of one day being injected with large amounts of hazardous waste and being exposed to lethal doses of radiation. My ultimate goal is to be the first surrogate mother of a porcupine.
Thank you, contestant number 3. Contestant number 4, it's your turn. What sort of man would your ideal husband be?
My ideal husband would make our marriage an adventure. For instance, he'd bring firearms to bed. My ideal husband would expect me to pick his nose for him. And on Halloween, we'd bob for piranha fish.
Thank you, contestant number 4. And last, but certainly not least, contestant number 5. Contestant number 5, how would you describe the other 4 finalists?
Contestant number 1 is extremely stupid. She thinks that the next president of the United States should be Saddam Hussein. Contestant number 2 must have an interesting family tree. She has to have her back shaved twice a day. Contestant number 3 has a problem with bad breath. Her boyfriend prepares for their dates by kissing roadkill. And contestant number 4 is actually a man.
Thank you, contestant number 5. And we'll be right back with the judge's decision and the new Miss Pathological Liar right after these commercial messages.
Smiling faces, sometimes they don't tell the truth. Smiling faces tell lies, and I got proof.
You covet that which isn't yours, and double your daily labors. You strain and sweat, and skimp and spend to keep up with the neighbors.
do you find a shoe, you're gonna wind up on the spot. Ow! Don't let the Jones, don't let the Jones, don't let the Joneses get you down. Boy, down one more time. Don't let the Jones, don't let the Jones, don't let the Joneses get you down. Boy, down. You may not believe it, but 9 times out of 10 it's true. The people you're trying to keep up with are trying to keep up too.
Remember that old saying, all that glitters ain't gold. Take heed, don't ignore it until your money tightly hold. Oh, don't let the Jones,
don't let the Jones, don't let the Joneses get you down. Oh, down.
Hear me now.
Don't let the Jones, don't let the Jones, don't let the Joneses get you down. Oh, down. You're a leader yourself, but you don't even know it. You're so busy following the Joneses, you ain't got time to show it. Keeping up with the Joneses has only made your life a mess. Bill collectors, tranquilizers, and getting deeper in debt.
You better leave the Jones alone.
Tell them one more time.
You better leave the Jones alone.
Joneses got a new car today. Here's what you should say. Hooray for the Joneses. Instead you worry till your whole head turns gray. Hooray for the Joneses.
Remember it's their car and they're the ones who had to pay.
So leave boom boom the Jones alone. Listen, your car might be old, but remember it never fails to get to where you wanna go. Oh, don't let the Jones, don't let the Jones,
Don't let the Joneses
get you down. War down. Hear me now. Don't let the Jones, don't let the Jones, don't let the Joneses get you down. War down. Don't let the Joneses pull you around. Now listen, if you see something you want and you know you can't afford it, but the very next thing for you to do is start saving towards it. The Joneses have been a downfall of many a person you see. So people, take my advice and let the Joneses be. Ow! Don't let the Jones, don't let the Jones,
Don't let the Joneses
get you down. Boy, down. Hear me now. Don't let the Jones, don't let the Jones, don't let the Joneses get you down. Boy, down. You're doing fine. Don't let the Joneses pull you around. You're doing fine. Don't let the Joneses pull you around.
If you want to be bad, adultery's for you. Why stay with just one mate? Your wife is a real stick in the mud if she will not let you date.
I called you in here because I've been meeting with all the seniors regarding their credit status. We want to make sure you graduate on time. Right, Kevin?
Right, Mr. Knapp.
Right, Cole?
Right, Mr. Knapp.
Kevin, I see you're passing everything except your book. Seems you've missed a few deadlines.
But, Mr. Knapp, your book isn't a subject, it's an activity.
Oh, never mind. I guess you're safe then. I wish I could say the same for you, Cole.
I told you they'd catch up with you sooner or later, Cole.
Our records show that you have failed freshman English 3 times. And you're probably gonna flunk this time too. Seems like you want to fail 9th grade English, Cole.
I do.
Why?
I keep failing 9th grade English because I want to be near Mrs. Jones.
You mean...
That's right. I'm having an affair with Mrs. Jones.
Miss Monday, get Mrs. Jones down here right away. How did this happen?
The first time we ever studied Shakespeare, I knew I was meant to be her Romeo. She was meant to be my Juliet.
You wanted to see me, Mr. Knapp? Cole, you didn't tell me about it, did you?
I couldn't keep it bottled up anymore.
Dear God.
I hope that you've enjoyed our show. I leave with just one last poem. Although we have shared an hour of sin, please don't try this at home.
Every single one of us, the devil inside, devil inside, devil inside. Every single one of us, the devil inside. Charlie Roger. Smiling faces, sometimes they don't tell the truth. Smiling faces tell lies, and I got proof. Don't let the Jones get you down. Boy, down. One more time. Don't let the Joneses get you down. Boy, down.
There we go. Now for my last few words of the night. If Mr. Dwayne Rhodes is in sight. Many thanks for your dedication and hard work on this presentation. We, the cast of 92, do send, for even I know in the end. The lessons this gift will bring prove you never get too much of a good thing.
This one won't rhyme. I'm not sure what they're trying to tell me, but they have presented me with a Bible. I guess there's been a lot of talk about sin tonight. And I'd like to go on record as saying I'm against it, in case you're wondering. That's why we called it sin instead of good, clean fun. But I think they did have a lot of good, clean fun putting this together. They worked very hard on it, and I couldn't have asked for a more cooperative bunch of young adults to work with, and it was a real treat to work with them. I'd also like to thank some other people. We had a really good stage crew this year. And they weren't seniors, but they worked mighty hard just the same. We have, maybe they ought to come out here, Mike Wagner on curtains, Jamin Wagner on mics and props, and Mac McCullough is way back there by the soundboard. But I really appreciate their contribution, and I'd like you to give them a round of applause also. Great job. One other person I need to thank, as always. I couldn't do a show like this without my right-hand man. He makes the musical part of this show work, and that's a pretty important part of the show. He's back there hiding behind that lamp, Mr. Mark Baylor. Another round of applause for him, too. Thank you very much for coming. Have a safe trip home. Good night.